Hello, I'm FX Toycat, and you know, from the video I posted earlier today confirming that 1.16 is basically a cave update and that it accidentally updates all of the caves, it's not in fact a Nether update, it's secretly a cave update, and this makes me realize that, you know what, we need to, do a charge back to Wikipedia for $1,000 and also throw up 15 bananas. That's the only way to make me whole on this bet, right? But anyway, so I'm related to that. Hello, I'm IBX Toycat. This is a long live stream video thing on the internet, and today what we're going to be doing is placing snow and ice in the Nether. In fact, both of those things in lots of different places, because I'm still working on the Nether Ice project, or the hell freezing over, I guess you might want to call it for fun. But yeah, we made some pretty good progress over the last week of streams or so, and today we're really going to solidify that a little bit more, because there's some areas where you can see it's kind of like just, it looks lazy that we haven't done it, and the reason behind that is because we just ran out of snow, but we have more snow now, and that means we can go ahead and we can fill in these gaps. So hello, I'm IBX Toycat. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. This stream's going to be very much a, like, let's chill, let's hang out, and let's, I guess there are some streams where I'm like, I've got a billion things I want to say. And today I want to talk about like a lot that's been in my mind. Like, hey, isn't it weird how there's only so much you can do in a day? Like, I guess I've appreciated that a lot more now that like, oh yeah, everyone's inside all the time. So now like all the time is like, it can be free time or it can be work time. Or can it be both? Or can it be neither? Like it's weird that like you can only do one thing with a piece of time. It's hard to do like 10 things with an individual. Like an hour feels like so long when you don't have something to do with it. And when you've got 5 things to do with it, now feels like it's nothing. I've been thinking about that a lot today, but I'm not going to be talking about that today. Instead, I'm going to be doing kind of a chill stream because tomorrow is April the 1st, and I'm not going to even bother streaming on April 1 because everyone's just going to be like non-stop, is this an April Fool's joke? Also, I was really sad today and be watching your videos cheer me up, so I'm really glad you're streaming because it's PNXX. Hey, thank you, PN. I still know your name. I still spot it every now and then, Mr. PN, Mrs. PN. Person of PN descent, and also Toycat absolutely. Thank you, Abigail Palmer. Hello also. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Toycat is curbed, says Mr. Memes. Although it's actually cut. The way I know that like if you don't know, that B symbol is the German. It's called like I forget what the actual name for it is. It's got a funny name, but actually I hate how like European languages have like these weird letters in them, and in the German language that represents 2 S's more or less roughly. It's a weird thing. It's like, you know what? Language is wacky. It doesn't make sense, and we just kind of stick with it. So Toycat is cursed, is how you'd say that. But yeah, honestly, like, the worst bit about April 1st is, like, the first time you see an April Fool's joke, you're like, haha, that's kind of funny. And then every other year on the internet, it's just dumb April Fool's jokes that, like, try to trick you because they think it's the first. Like, sure, that's great, but, like, there's just so many things that are out there that are dumb. And honestly, I'll be real with you here. If you are a YouTuber, it's an easy way to get a very popular video because once April 1st is over, like, your joke video can become unironic clickbait, It's very clever in my opinion. But yeah, I've got a friend who made a lot of views that way. And I had one of my videos, I don't know, it was really dumb. But, like, I've one of my April video go, like, super viral way off the fact. Because, yeah, April Fool's is just an opportunity to upload free clickbait, and it's kind of fun in that way. Sharp S. B, says Ryan Waite. Again, it looks like a B to me, but I have spoken to many Germans who assure me that that is, in fact, not how that one works. So, Tay Toycat, my first time catching you live, says Tyler Wilson. Welcome to your first live stream. Again, this is going to be some fun, chill. I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, or at least I'm probably going to forget and I might stream anyway, but, like, we've been streaming a lot of days because, quarantine us. Every day I'm locked inside, I'll give you guys a live stream because it's a fun little... I was going to say anecdote to my day, but like anecdote to add to my day. I'm not sure what I was saying, but it's a fun one of those. But yeah, also...
Your family. You don't need your them. Toycat is your family now.
Thank you, Mr. Memes. I agree with that. Honestly, family... I think this is something that's worth saying all the time, because if you like your family, that's good. If you don't like your family... You don't need to feel obliged to know your family, Also, thank you for the fun, you're my favorite YouTuber, and then a bunch of fun things. Also, I like these chill streams, chill streams. Also, thank you for using Streamlabs, but it's relaxing to have this on the background while I walk and upgrade the spawn of the compass realm I'm working on. Hey, you're working on the, that are you? I don't know how you could upgrade the spawn, but I'm very curious regardless. Also, thank you, Assassin Fasting, for the dinosaurs, question mark? But, Super Chat Train, says Juve. Hey, it looks like there is one. Ultra Zombie, thank you for continuing the train. Choo choo, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad that you enjoy them. Whoa, it really is one. Shock boy, here's the Toy Cat hacks from yesterday. And today, really enjoyed your road trip stream from yesterday. Yeah, I might do another one of those. Like, again, like, we're in weird times right now, and I try to, as best I can, I feel like when you're placed in a new situation, any change is negative on some level, but to try and change it into a positive is the best thing you can do, and it's like, oh, I guess we'll stream more, that'd be a thing. I'm waiting on a test results for a virus that must be main, says Reen Kittens. Oh, that's a scary situation to be in. Or, it's a cool one. Again, I've been thinking about this more and more, and honestly, what I think you want more than anything else, or what I want at least. Also, MC released no PvP texture packs in the store. Why, says Soviet Doggo Gaming? It's a good question, honestly. Like, I guess, like, Minecraft doesn't release them like the marketplace partners do. And I guess no marketplace partners thought they could make some good money on it. But I disagree with that as reasoning to not do so. So yeah, what I want to do next is I want to mine through all of this. We probably need a better pickaxe than one of these, but I guess we're dealing with it anyway. And yeah, I'm going to, like, continue the ice fortress through here, I think. And then maybe up there? I'm not actually too sure about that. But I want to have some ice fortress over here. And then maybe some down over there as well. But again, we'll play with that by hand for now. Or play it by ear, I guess, not by hand. I mean, we're playing Minecraft with our hands. But we'll play the situation of the... Oh, Jesus, that's not what we want to do. So this is a two blocks above where this is in terms of blocks. So we could just, like, raise it up. Actually, it's only one block above it. No, it's 2 blocks. No, it's 1 block.
Toy
so
Cat
it's
is
fine.
mother, Toy Cat is father, Toy Cat is brother, Toy Cat is aunt, Toy Cat is uncle, Toy Cat is cousin, Toy Cat is sister, Toy Cat is grandma, Toy Cat is grandpa, Toy Cat is great grandpa,
You
Toy
could just
Cat
say
is
I'm your
great
family,
grandma.
man. You could just say I'm your family. But yeah, this is something important. For anyone who has family they don't like, just remember, like, even though it would be nicer to have a better family, family isn't, like, required. It's not mandatory. You choose whether or not you want or value your family. And it's ideal to choose yes, but it's not required. In the same way, like, you know, there's lots of things that the world will tell you is required, because it's simpler than saying, well, it's kind of required, but also sometimes not. Guys, it's not loading on mine. Does he have his fishbowl? Says James Willem. Man, you like the fishbowl, eh? I'll tell you, I do have my fishbowl with me. My trusty fishbowl. Just because I know chat loves the fishbowl. But yeah, we want to work on the on this. But for now, let's go get some ice instead of the packed ice. Because dealing with the packed ice stuff, it's gonna be a whole thing. Okay, it's gonna be a whole thing. So let's place that there for now. We can probably place that there as well. But again, we're gonna focus on things one at a time. For now, let's use the ice because I want to connect the ice to the snow before we deal with the packed ice. So we'll throw this all up there. And then we'll grab some ice in its place. So someone asked how I'm grabbing all of the blocks with, because like, here's the thing you can do. I can grab a stack of ice. Actually, wait. Let's put it up there on the ground just to say. I can grab a stack of ice. And then, even though you're not doing it, it's called pick block. It's a option in Minecraft Bedrock that isn't bound by default. You can add it yourself. Or on Java, it's middle click on the scroll wheel. So if you do that, it makes survival projects a lot easier. And again, when you do so many silly survival projects, you start to realize the successes that you can, some of the things that can make them a little bit easier. That's all I'm saying. So there are some things that are definitely worth repeating. Also, let's just fly up. Honestly, it's more fun this way, right? It's more fun and more satisfying. So, I shall conquer your trusty fishbowl. I mean, it's a very trusty fishbowl, but I don't think you can steal it, no matter how hard you try, because you're on the internet, friends, and this is in real life. This fishbowl, never happening to you, friendos. Pick block is yes, says Karim El Grab. Matt, what is your name? Emma Grabby. That can't be your real name. If it is, I'm very sorry. But you know what? If your name is impronounceable, then that's on you, not on me. Or maybe it is on me. I saw Daddy kissing Santa Claus. I've had Christmas music in my head all week, and I'm just saying, I love it. You know, at Christmas time, no one wants Christmas in their head. In March, again, it's one day left to get your Christmas merch, but in March, you know, merch that is very popular. So popular, it's sold a whole 2 hoodies this month. You know, I'm doing a great job this marketing campaign. Underneath the mistletoe last night says Vigo Forestland. I feel like that's a song I don't know, based on the references. I'm itching to send you one of my glass bowls so bad, says Ryan. Wait, you know what? You gotta just send it to me. Honestly, there's a thing like, it's called like Royal Mail Detectives or something. If you just address your mail to the, like, badly, like, to your nan or something, instead of like writing her name and her address, they'll try their best to get it there anyway. So I'll just put it to Toy Cat, see if the Royal Mail gets it to my way. Also, Toy Cat, does this mean we can now call you Daddy for family? Demonetization. If you want to call me Daddy, you have my blessing. That will not go badly. I mean, demonetization is the consequence, clearly. But, yeah, thank you for the crazy super chat train before we even got started, really, today. That's really nice and appreciated. Fix the pick, says Willow Warwick. As much as I love my pick, and I would love to fick my pick. Or I fix my picks, maybe. Orange Square, says Jessica Forsyth. Hi, Ticket, you're my favorite YouTuber. I thought I'd try donating with Streamlabs since it helps you more. Hey, thank you, Gacha Wolf. Yeah, I'm glad people like this stuff. Again, it seems as though, based on like the messages people are sending me, that like a lot of people are finding long form content to be especially useful. You know, like an hour or 2 hours of let's talk about the world is something people seem to appreciate during the times of crisis. And it makes sense to me, I guess, on some level that like, oh yeah, well, obviously people are going to be, when you have more time on your hands, you need more time worth of content. So I guess I'm glad I can provide it for you. Also, hey kid, you want a cave update? I have one in my van.
Hey kid, you want a cave update? I have one in my van.
See, this Mr. Memes is so committed to his memes, and like he loves the voice that comes with the memes. Well, they love the voice. I mean, it's a he. If you're Mr., you're a he, right? Is that factual? Whatever you do, don't fix the pick. See, now someone said don't fix the pickaxe. Now I'm obliged to listen to them as much as you. That's how much your chat is worth, friend. But you know what? Orange Square Internet, do you want it? Well, you can't have it, because you've been bad internet. See, if you're going to call me Daddy, I'm going to call you a bad internet. That's how this is going to work. Thank you so much, Demonetization, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the exclusive club. I've actually been working on the channel member tiers, because... Actually, someone reminded me of this. The reason this came up is because tomorrow is April Fool's, April the 1st. Like, again, April the 1st is a day that tricks you once and then makes you roll your eyes every other April Fool's. And so last April Fool's, Microsoft put out a memo saying no April Fool's allowed company-wide. And so I made a video being like, given that Minecraft hasn't made one yet, and they haven't made one in a while, don't expect an April Fool's. And then just before I released the video, like I put it on YouTube, it was just about to go live. So like it's literally it's edited, it's processed, it's everything on YouTube. But just before I released that video, they came out with an April Fool's thing. And like, it's a big embarrassing moment. I shared it, I let people know that's what I, did and stuff. But I put that video in my like secret playlist for, I think it might be Rich Cats. 2 people on this channel are still, let's say thank you so much. Headspinner496, for becoming a cheap cat. Welcome to the club, man. For also, what episode, also wait, something about the realm. So again, do you want to see my best English? Says Daniel Ryan. I'd hope that is your best English, friend. If that's not your best English, I'd love to know what is. But, give death to a ghast, says Anksquirror. I hear a ghast somewhere around here, but I don't see one. Next time I see one, I'll kill them in your name. Anksquirror. my friend. But yeah, so, I've been, like, because I made, like, this big mistake. I was like, oh, yeah, that's a thing that's for the members. Because I don't usually talk too long about, like, oh, yeah, did you know when you give money to me, that gives me money, which allows me to do things that I want to spend money on. I'll be truthful, the thing I want to buy most right now in the world is, like, really silly small products. Like, you know what? I was considering recently, like, how much can you spend on a Minecraft skin? Like, I think that'd be an interesting video. But also, like, I was looking at some really expensive ice cube trays yesterday, and I was like, oh, this is a fun obsession of mine. I like ice cubes. I'm drinking ice cubes exclusively today. That's what's in the thing. Also, hi to Cat, says the One Weird Channel. Hello. But yeah, people got a lot of money, says Bilbo Sir. I think the truth is like, everyone thinks that, like, you know, if you don't want to spend money on something, you assume everyone who does spend money on it is doing so frivolously, or that they have too much money to spare. Also, you can see that my letters my name says AXWR. Okay, I got your XRW. I got you, man. Cheap cat, our best cat, says Headspinner. I actually totally see the logic. If you just want the benefits, you might go with that one. Also, paying my fare for this train, says Chantal Exley. Oh man, this is crazy. Then we're going around. Thanks so much, Chantal, Mr. Memes, and Headspinner for joining in on a train. Choo choo. And also, how do you even say that? Akari on issue. So I wanted to mention the thing, because again, I don't like to do the thing where we bang on forever about like, hey, did you know you can give me money and then I have money and I'll use it for silly things? Because again, it's not a donation, it's a tip. It will go exclusively on things you disagree with, like my drink today. Also, I'm mad at me. Fix the pickaxe. Toycat's making me mad. Fix the pickaxe. How about we use it some more? How do you feel about that, friend? No, we'll put it up. We'll put it up there. Actually, wait. We should keep this down there. Put this up there. There we go. Let's use it a bit more, shall we? Let's just break a block. Let's just place it back. Break the block. Place it back. How's that make you feel, Mr. Demonetization? Can we do another UHC of members event one day? I miss doing them. I'm getting rusty of UHC. The truth is like the amount of pain to get like a game going, even in Minecraft Bedrock without a server, is really high. And every time I've spoken to a server company, they just haven't understood that like I would like a server that works well. I don't know, like Minecraft server, like they all seem very focused on like direct profits right now rather than making a good product that can promote itself. And that's something that, in my opinion, is okay. Also, hey, welcome to the membership club, Shark Boy. Wow, this is like non-stop super chat train. Choo choo. Thank you so much for hopping on, friends. I hope you enjoy your journey. But no, yeah, when someone spends money on something that you don't agree with, it's easy to see that it's frivolous to be like,
Carl Weezer is ultimate big boy.
Who is Kyle Weezer? I don't even know. Thank you so much, though, Mr. Memes. Again, your commitment to memes, even ones I don't understand, clearly is high. But it's really easy to look at people and be like, aha, those are the idiots right there. But the truth is like everyone values things differently. A lot of people will support something even without a direct, even if it was literally just throw money in a pile, no one would know you did it. Some people would be like, yeah, but I want that thing to be in the world. And on these streams, it's like, oh yeah, but also you get your name mentioned. Maybe you get a question answered like, Day Moodley, by the way, thank you, good to see you. Who says, what's your drink today, Andrew? Or like, Bappo the Spool, who says, have you ever seen a pair of thick weevil cheeks? Which I think is a meme. Also makes me very bad. Say goodbye to ad revenue. No, demonetization, don't do it. What is my drink today? I've got a berry boost drink that I got from Lidl for $1.99, which is actually quite expensive for a juice, in my opinion. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, internet. Also, we need to get rid of this before we place down our ice. But I'm gonna throw all of this. Just to show you how big this fishbowl is, this is like a big bowl of juice, right? And we'll throw it in there. Like, half the bottle's in there. And like, that's how full our fishbowl is. And just for fun here, I also have a bottle of, for legal reasons, water. Because I like to water down my juice. Again, this bottle, it's too ludicrously big to even like describe. Don't ask why Costco sell them this big. But you can throw in there a little bit of that. I don't actually know how to balance this correctly. Probably something like that. And now you know what my drink is. In the UK, oh, here's a cool thing, actually. Every UK alcohol bottle, and not that this is alcohol, this is water, has like a little stamp on it to confirm that it's got duty paid on it. Because there's alcohol duties, it's like one of the oldest taxes. Which I think is hilarious, that one of the oldest things in the UK cut taxes is probably alcohol. For a little bit more in there. That's probably good. Or maybe it's too much. I don't know until we try it and it kills us. So, this is my plan. We throw a bit more in there. We smell it, and if it smells bad, then you don't drink it. That's a good rule of thumb. So yeah, I like to water down my my juice. Actually, this blew my mind. I have an aunt who's like I would say like probably like objectively a good parent, but like when you're like I guess like there's different styles of parenting. When you're raised by one type of parent, like let's call it like passive and active parenting.
Chugga chugga. Chugga chugga choo choo.
Chugga chugga choo choo, you say. Also, thank you, Erotic Toaster 69. Oh, that is strong. Actually, it just doesn't taste very juicy. It just tastes very potato-y, you could say. Again, I had some potato water. I boiled some pasta, some gnocchi in that water that was in that bottle. That was a lot of water. Yeah, I wasn't really... I like to do this thing because I have a brother who's a bartender, and he taught me that everything in bartending is about flair. And none of it's... also, thank you, Papa, for the swagger. I'm sorry, I wish I understood you. Also, spend this money on ice, says Axfer. Ice is expensive. Have you ever seen how much it costs to buy a bag of that stuff? Again, that's why I buy ice cube trays. It's an infinite amount of ice that you can buy for just a couple of quid on Amazon. Also, potato water and melon juice, says G-Bay. Again, you gotta be legally safe with these things. So can't be like. I agree, Mr. Memes. But yeah, it's a tasty little drink. It's a tasty little drink we've got here. Also, what are you drinking out for fish? Why are you drinking out for fish bowl? Says A9DM. Honestly, like, a lot of people don't appreciate that the more fun your container is, the more fun your drink will taste. Oh man, that is some strong potato water. But yeah, as you can see, very classy. I wish I had more juice. I don't think I had any more lying around. I definitely got the ratios wrong on this drink. I like making tasty drinks, but maybe I'm wrong. I literally used my tuition money in order to join in to ask an important question. I only figured my question after adding my credit card information. This is Akari Tonishi. I love that. I love that. See, that's the truth is like everyone has some amount of money that is disposable. Some people have very little disposable income, but some people do. Also, you know what they say? It don't get. Oh wait. Also wait. Nathan called. Okay. Hey. First of all, we got so many messages, I messed them all up. So, you know what they say? Something about weevil cheeks. I wish I understood it. I bet I'm saying something horrendously inappropriate right now, but that's
I literally
fun, right?
used my tuition money to join in order to ask an extremely important question only to forget my question after adding my credit information.
Let me know as soon as you find out your question. I would love to answer it. Akari Tonishi. Expired grape juice. We did have expired grape juice.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I too love the prequel memes. I too absolutely adore prequel memes, in fact. But yeah, Nate from Culture, I'm sorry I missed your thing. I misread it. I hope you have a good day. Glad to catch the stream. Here's the Toy Cat tax in order to pay for whatever entertainment you provided during quarantine. I'm glad that you found it entertaining. Honestly, my first reaction was like, heh. My second reaction was like, oh, there's something going on here. And now it's like, oh, I guess, you know, my bit to play, my small thing I can do to help the world is just play Minecraft and drink potato juice. That's all I have to do. Isn't it crazy you can swim in the air under one block? I mean, crazy or a glitch, it kind of depends on your definition of both those words. But, yeah, I would say it's questionable. Also, thick equals weevil chicks, bin weevil equals... I get it. Thank you, friend, Bappo the Swagger, for the long explanation that got us where we needed to be. Are you playing Windows 10 or Xbox? If you can't tell, why does it matter, friend? That's my question to you. I honestly, I've been considering for a while switching over to Windows 10 as my main platform, but I guess I'll just spoil it and be like, look, we're playing on Xbox. It confuses a lot of people that we play on Xbox. It does confuse a lot of people. And I kind of like it that way, so I guess it will stay that way for now, won't it? I guess it makes sense as to why people are confused when they see your boy playing an Xbox. But also, it's like, you know, it's 2020. People can play on whatever platform they like. This is not the right type of device. Oops, I made a mistake. So we'll just cover all of this in some hack dice, just so it goes back to how it is. Streamlabs won't load.
Streamlabs won't load BTW. Great. Fun. Nice. Awesome. Your 30 is dead. Thanks, YouTube. Great. Fun. Nice.
That sounded like absolutely no sarcasm whatsoever, JMB8706. I sure am glad we have truth in the world to do it. No, yeah, a lot of people have been saying that they've been having issues with Streamlabs. I think it's something to do with small regional banks in the US, maybe. Because a lot of people are able to do it, but a lot of people say they're not able to do it also. So, like, certain banks have been blocking the transactions. We can add PayPal as a method, but then it defeats the point of, like, using it that way. Because, again, if someone says, also, whenever I pay the tax, the gov asks a question, says, I wish whenever I pay a tax, the gov answers a question, says Miles M. Honestly, again, I know this is gonna get some people going controversially, but like, imagine if when you paid taxes, you got like something in return, so that you're like, and like, I know like you're gonna be like, but you get society, but something that actually like scaled when you pay taxes. So like, you know, the more tax you pay, something cool happens. And in the same way, you know, when you pay any more, if anything, in a real service, what happens is more things happen. If I give more money to the internet cat, you know what? He'll oblige me with more of his time, right? It's wonderful. If I give, you know, like PayPal's a narcissist. Okay. Yeah, PayPal is such a great thing as a buyer. I don't blame anyone out there for wanting to use PayPal, but if you are a seller, It's basically a 6-month escrow service where if the buyer requests their money back for any reason, no matter how invalid, they get it. Even if the seller has all the proof in the world, the buyer just has to go, nah, they're wrong. And you can abuse that as a buyer, and that's why no seller out there wants to take PayPal unless they are, like, they have to, you know? Also, thank you, Pygol, for the £5. See, look at that. Pygol made it happen, which, you know, now that we know a lot of people can't, that gets some extra points there, right? But, yeah, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna finish my thought that I got halfway through earlier. Very sorry. But, a lot of people will say that, like, something that
Hello, Toy Car,
hey,
I'm here, but I'm on a budget now.
What's
Person
changed?
shrugging, medium, light skin tone, female sign.
What changed for you, Jess Slimmer? What changed for you? What made the budget happen? That's a scary... I mean, like, being on a budget is a great thing if you make it happen yourself. Being on a budget because you don't want to be on a budget is like... That's like pain, right? That's like how every department works. Also, thank you, Valazen, for becoming a member. Welcome to the membership club. So, what I want to talk about is members, because a lot of people are obliging already without me even saying anything. Thank you so much, people who want to support the channel. But, basically, this is the last day in the month of March, and I want to just, you know, honestly, no point beyond this, beyond just like, hey, you want to support the channel, say thank you for whatever you have enjoyed, or just, you know what, do you just want an emoji next to your name? Do you not care about all of these greater goals? Hey, we have a product for you. It's called membership. And, yeah, it's a monthly contribution, which is really useful, because YouTube literally goes up and down in wild intervals. Like, a few weeks ago, like, you know, we had our worst month of, like, the worst 30 days we'd had in literally, you know, a couple of years. And now, right now, I've had my best, like, 3 days in, you know, in 2020 so far. Like, there's a lot of randomness, and your support allows it to be, like, much more flat and even, and, you know, providing reliable source of income for creators is something that is great. Not just for me, like, hey, become a member to me, of course I want that, but to anyone else out there. But this is the last day in the month where you can become a member for March. April's going to be a wacky month for a lot of reasons. I'd love to talk about it, honestly. But, like, you know, we'll leave Corona predictions to other channels and places and stuff. But, like, there's going to be a wacky time in April where, like, things like hit. You know, the proverbial poo hits the proverbial spinning blades. And it's gonna be a fascinating time in a lot of ways. But also fascinating in the worst of ways. And that's why I'm like, hey, you want to become a member? Now's the best time to do it. How do I encourage you to become a member? That's a question you can answer, friends. Glad March sober, made me older, damn it, says Autimoma. There's actually half an hour left in March.
Minecraft gamers, Toy Cat is in trouble and needs your help. To help us save him, get your mom's credit cards, comment the 6 digits on the back, and we can all help save our beloved Toy Cat.
Thank you so much. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Mr. Memes, thank you so much for the... It's so dumb. Also, Orange Square, please my brother's birthday. Also, I'll stream us another pound for the Orange Square. Not that you have any reasons to trust that I'll send more. I trust you, Jessica Forsyth. You're a trustworthy person. On the internet, a lot of people... It's so easy to lie on the internet because there's no trust system in place to stop you. Like, hey, there's... You know, like, in real life, if you lie to someone... Like, actually, this is... Even though I hate gossiping, I never gossip, generally speaking, in real life. I don't think I do. Maybe I'm a huge gossip and I just don't know it. But even though I don't like gossiping as general, and I imagine most people watching the stream probably are somewhere in that same boat, maybe I'm wrong, it actually does serve this, like, cool social purpose of, like, if you mess up, if you do things in bad faith, gossip is there to save you. If you cheat on your girlfriend and everyone starts gossiping about it, that is the social signal from everyone else to be like, hey, we don't find this cool. Everyone will know about that, and every single potential future partner you're ever going to have is going to know that you cheated on your partner, and therefore you shouldn't, you know? That's why gossip is powerful. Like, at least, like, when you're a teenager and you're an idiot. Like, obviously, like, that's how a lot of, like, systems are kind of balanced. And I kind of find that beautiful. But on the internet, like, hey, what does it matter if Valazen, you know, is he a trustworthy guy or not? Are they a trustworthy person or not, you know? I don't know for sure.
I had to cut my salary in half because of social distancing. So I don't have as much expendable income. Sorry, person shrugging, medium, light skin tone, female sign, flushed face.
Thanks so much, Jessnumber. Yeah, there's a, like, so much of the world is going through a thing, right? Also, yay, thank you. Also hit 4 months of membership the other day. Hey, welcome to 4-month club. That means, no wait, it's 3 months where you get, like, a slightly cooler logo. I don't know if you've noticed, But if you look in the chat right now, people with green names, the members, they all have different logos because it's based on how long you've been a member. I think at 6 months you'll get another one as well. So it's a weird system we've got in place. I like it personally because it's just like, hey, you get a little like loyalty. It's like a loyalty card, honestly, right? Like a loyalty card's like it's a dumb concept on some level, but also like, hey, loyalty's a good thing that isn't rewarded enough. Maybe I got a Tim Hortons coffee for free because I drank 10 of them. Makes me feel nice. And when you become a member for 6 months, you get a slightly nicer logo. Also, I hope you're having an okay night, says Izzy Azis. I actually am. I was I don't know, I had like a random like moment filled with dread. Just like, what is anything, I guess. I don't have to describe it like. I don't know if anyone goes through these also. But I was just like, everything that I was gonna do just all sounded like dull and not fun at the same time. Also, thank you, Rose. Welcome to the channel membership club. Welcome. You now have access to a bunch of things. You know what they are. Like when you become a member, it shows them all. But welcome for anyway, Rose. I hope you enjoy your time here. Thank you for choosing to support the channel. Again, we got like, how long until? We got half an hour till March ends, everyone. And right now, as of me speaking, we have, we have a surprising number of channel members actually. We have 229 channel members. So if anyone wants to become the 230, if you can store that in your heart, your soul, your mind, you can do that. But yeah, like I don't know, like I think I've said this before, but like I like in my real life too. Like I can't believe there are people out there who don't like super value loyalty. Like it's like it's not the most important thing. It's like if you can't trust someone, you know, if you can't trust someone, just like full stop, I guess. How can you like I don't know how you can function in any sense of the word if you can't trust the people that you're around. But like I guess some people have a more fluid sense of trust. Whereas, you know, like if someone betrays you, it's like, that's a funny thing they did. Yeah, you know, my good friend Lewis, he just betrays us every now and then. Whereas to me, it's like, oh yeah, it's a pretty strong characteristic. Pretty good redeeming characteristic, but also just pretty nice by itself. So we need to fly down there, because there's a few snow blocks we need to place, like there, for instance. We might have to fly onto that. We're going to have to take a big risk to do this, but let's try it anyway. Thank you, Ryan Waite, for becoming a channel member. You have officially become the 230th member on the channel. That is exciting. That is cool. Welcome to the club. Again, I don't know what, like, I felt as you get more members, YouTube like gives you more benefits for all the members, and I also like that. It's like a club. We call it the Cool Cat Club, but apparently, that's no. Oh jeez, that was dangerous. Apparently, that is dangerously close to another acronym you shouldn't be saying. Water can't be placed, says Alan073. Yeah, it's sad. I wish there was like a proper legit way to get water in the Nether. Because Nether water looks so cool. Like, again, I mentioned in every video about fun facts of Bedrock, but like, I think it was Tanner Pearson. He was like, I don't know if he's even working on Minecraft anymore. I think he was unhired at some point. But, like, he just decided like, oh, what if we made water cool based on the biome? And I love it as a feature. I love it as a feature. Also, welcome. Also, thank you, Bappo the Swagger. Love the content. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Mr. Bappo the Swagger. Yeah, what we do... There's this fun thing of like... Oh god, what is... Okay, so we just walk around this. Place a block there so we can stack around this as much as we can. It's going to be impossible to like properly place snow on the underside of these blocks. So we do best, and we just won't. Also, thank you, Valazim, for the $2 via Super Chat. See, you know what? Look at that. Are they a good person? They still might not be. They still might be a serial killer. It's still... Are they a trustworthy person? Can you trust them with your kids? I mean, not if they're a serial killer. What if they're the world's nicest person? You don't know these things about, like, some words from other people, right? It's fascinating, right? Also, what are you most excited for in 1.16? Honestly, the new Nether biomes are like an easy #1. But as far as like gameplay-wise, it's going to change things for me. I think the new Netherite stuff, I'm going to immediately make Netherite tools. Like, it's just going to be done. And then I'll be like, huh, where from now? Where do we go from here? Because the cool thing about Netherite is unlike Diamond, which is like obtainable from so many sources, you have to mine for Netherite. I like that there is a... Oh, so we're placing snow around the ice again. Oops. I like that it's like a forced... Not forced. Force is never a good thing. Ideally, we shouldn't use force of things. Thank you, Valazen. Every time I say his name, a dollar comes out of nowhere. How many times would you say Valazen if that was an agreement you had, friends? Everyone get hyped for Snapshot Day tomorrow, says Sam Kaczynski. I do honestly think that tomorrow will likely not be a snapshot and will be an April Fool's thing. Again, like, the reason I'm not streaming, the reason I'm, like, just going to stay off social media tomorrow is because April Fool's just means everything calms down. Like, everything's going to be fake for a bit, and that's cool. Who doesn't love a good bit of fake? You know, fake news, literally. Tomorrow is going to be the definition of the word fake news. It's going to be hilarious if that's something you like. Also, thank you, David Silver, for becoming a member. Welcome to the exclusive club. You are the 231st member of the channel. Isn't that pretty cool? Also, I need to drink my drink. Let's do that as we fly. Yeah, this is meant to be like a healthy fruit boost drink. Fruit boost, but you combine it with enough potato juice, and it's definitely not that. What else do you want from the Nether update? More reasons to explore the Nether. Like, another Nether biome is obviously, like, on my shortlist as far as, like, what do I want? New Nether biomes. When do I want them? More. But, like, if we have to, like, you know, be less petty about it, I guess what I'd say is, like, okay, so if we're being more honest and realistic with ourselves, also, I think I had a shulker box around here somewhere. Oh, no, I picked it up. Shulker box full of ice. Okay, we got all the ice in the world we need. But if I was going to ask for more, I'd ask for more Nether structures. We're getting the Piglin Bastion, but I'd like more than a Piglin Bastion. Right? I love a grape and lemon drink with wine and lemonade. I love that you can take pretty much any soft drink and any hard drink, mix them together. It's probably going to be just about okay. Like, it honestly does just come down to, like, are they the same level of, like, casualness? Because, like, wine's, like, semi-formal, right? Whereas, like, I don't know, beer is very casual. I don't drink beer for a multitude of reasons, but, like, it's a very casual drink, whereas wine, super formal drink. You couldn't mix beer and wine, and you couldn't mix, say, you know, like, I don't know, beer and water, but you could mix lemonade and wine, because they're on that same level of thing. You couldn't mix cider and lemonade, or beer and lemonade. Actually, I think you might be able to mix beer and lemonade, but, like, you get me, like, every drink has, like, a formality level attached to it. It's stupid on some level. In fact, it's stupid on a lot of levels. In fact, most things in the world are stupid on a lot of levels. But in spite of that fact, should we cover this up as well? I don't know if we should. I think we'll place the ice up to here. Actually, I don't know if we want to do that. Let's just have like a few ice blocks, and we'll keep the rest like where it should be right now. Should we knock off the zombie pigmen? I'm worried about doing it, so we'll just like slowly nudge them. It's much easier to just like politely request they go in the lava than it is to hit them, because I don't want to start any fights right now. Beer and lemonade's definitely a thing. See, right? You know, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe what it is like every single drink just goes with every other drink, and there's a name for it. You just haven't heard of it, like lemonade and squash. It's a thing someone's tried. That's what I've always found fascinating about like every time I've tried to like make something in the kitchen. Like you know, I'm like an amateur cook, but I like experimenting more than I like cooking. Every time I try to make something, it either doesn't taste good or it's something vaguely like something that exists in the world. Also, livestream, hello, livestream says Night 2000 Kit. Very excited to make your first livestream, I see. Also, as a loser, anything can be a drink if you're an alcoholic, lol says. I actually agree with that one. Man, you know, is a loser is still like the most brutal name on yourself. It still feels like I'm trying to be mean, like, hey, the loser over there. The absolute loser reckons that anything can be a drink if they try hard enough, and that is a tragedy for them. Let's make Toycat reveal if he's a furry. Aren't most people statistically not furries? Like, should you make me reveal that I'm not like also, I don't know, like a planet, and that I am not secretly Angolan? You know, I'm actually from South Sudan. You caught me, guys. Like, you know, you can make me confirm facts about myself all day if you want to. It's just most of them, like, the question is more inflammatory than the answer. Like, it's no secret that I am not hugely gay, but, like, everyone always asks it. And rather than addressing it, it's better to keep it a mystery. Like, in terms of, if you want to know the facts about me, if they're like questionable like that, like what's the deal with the hair? What's the deal with the acne? What's the deal with, you know, the British accent that gets more and more American the more we listen to him? You can learn about all those things. It's just I don't answer them over and over again because like at some point it's easier not to, you know, it's like if you had a new friend that joined a circle of your existing friends, you wouldn't like open up and do it. Also, Rose Cisco, I want to say thank you so much for putting out such dope content. Your streams never fail to bring my mood up. Hope you're Welsh. I'm having a wonderfully Welsh day, Rose Cisco. I was worried that was like a joke name for a second, but I think you are just someone called Rose and then Cisco, or like Cisco. I'm not sure how you'd say it actually. You know, these are the things I don't consider enough. But thank you, Rose. It means a lot to me. The cool thing about live streaming, the reason I do this, like again, it's like a side, you know, to me, the videos are the main thing I do. The streams are like this secondary thing that I really enjoy. But the thing I love about it is like the opportunity to like speak to real sounding people. Sometimes they're not. But also thank you, Whitney, Runyon for becoming a member. Welcome to the club. You know what? Gonna rate your name a 7 out of 10. Whitney's a solid first name because it sounds like, you know, there's a lot of Whitneys out there. It's got like old, it's got new, it's got, you know, like something borrowed, something. You know, it's got all the key categories, but also, but Runyon like drags it right down from like cool name to not so much. But yeah, no, the truth is like if you just address the mysteries you've already addressed all day, it's not a fun conversation to have. Like, I like these streams because it's an opportunity to interact with people who both watch the streams on a regular and who are just showing up and being like, oh yeah, I like watching some Minecraft. I'll do that for the next hour of my life. Or, you know, how long is this stream going to be? We've been going for 40 minutes. Where do those 40 minutes go? I mean, this is why you don't drink all of this. I bet you stream during this time. It's like hang out with a friend. I know this is dumb, and this is parasocial for both of us. Again, most of the parasocial relationship is usually from the YouTuber to the followers. But 7 out of 10, I'll take it, says Whitney Runyon. That's the highest you're ever gonna get rated. Haha, no. For real though. Thank you so much, Whitney. It means a lot. I would like a straw, says questionable 21. Give me $2.13 and I'll give you a straw, friend. Yo, dude, I saw your episode Seed Sunday of the Void Igloo. It was super sick, says Solar Vortex. Yeah, a lot of my videos have been randomly recommended to people again in the last few days. It's making me happy. Like, you know, okay, so let me just, I want to mention this now, actually. I stole the 40 minutes, says Reagan Edwards. You monster. Corona. Oh, yeah, I coughed. Sorry. I didn't realize that, like, oh, yeah. So I did the thing you're not meant to do in these times. I'm very sorry, friends. You caught me. No, honestly, I've decided, I've changed my mind. You know what this stream needs? K-pop, says Mr. Memes. You are literally just memes. You are literally just memes. But, yeah, I've decided I just want to get COVID, Corona, whatever. I want to get it, because then you're immune from, like, that same strain forever. And I want a certificate that says, I've had it, I'm immune, so I can just go about my normal life again. You know, like, I would take you know, like, I think we were talking about this yesterday, like, what do you value a 1 in 500 chance of dying for? Because if you're young and healthy, the odds are slightly less than 1 in 500. We actually suspect about 1 in 5,000, but like, based on cases in the hospital, right now, if you're young without, actually I think it's young including preconditions, but like, if you're young and don't know about your existing conditions, like, it's not known if you have one yet, it's about 1 in 500 if you are diagnosed with it. Which means that would you take a 1 in 500? It's realistically 1 in 5,000. And you'd, also, hey, Shockboy, it's nice to come home after work and watch your stream. Oh, you're still at work, Mr. Shockboy. I thought you were working in fast food, and I always assumed that that was like I think that's one of the industries that, like, the world is shutting down, right? Am I crazy? Which, you know, for me, these are my favorite things. Travel, fast food, you know, like, it's all being shut down now. But, like, yeah, I think I take that 1 in 500 chance for just life to be slightly, like maybe 1 in 5,000 definitely. 1 in 500 I'd question for a bit, because then it's like, oh yeah, it reduces the risk you getting it later anyway, because, you know, like, at this point it looks like some decent proportion of the world population will get it eventually. So rather than that happening, rather than wondering about when, make it happen now, and then you're safe forever. Right now is the cheapest time to travel. Again, the only reason I don't is because of social shame, right? This is, wait, actually, internet. You know, I was just talking about, also, thank you, Zach Gordon. Start a new world, new everything seed. Gonna keep it going for as long as I can. Love your videos. Toycat man, communism is yes. I disagree with your conclusions about communism, friend. But thank you very much. Anyway, Mr. Zach Gordon. I hope your world is successful. I really do. But yeah, so also thank you, Emmanuel Kolik. And Plops. Whoa, this is like a never-ending
Got
super chat
paid
train.
today, make it rain up in here.
Hey, oh wait, that's 30. Oh Jesus, I was like, oh, £3, nice, thank you, man. Like that's awesome. Thank you so much, Plops, our hero. No, thanks so much for choosing to support the stream. It's such a huge amount, Mr. Plops. Your name makes me laugh every time I hear it say it, 'cause it's like, you know, we all think the same thing when we hear Plops, right? But you're a very generous man for someone, or person, I should say, for someone called Plops. Honestly, actually, you know, I would assume Plops because like toilet humor is usually like a dude thing, but like maybe it's not toilet humor. It's like a really normal story that's actually there. But everyone say wash your hands, but no one says how are your hands. So dumb. Thank you, Andrew Grant, for becoming a member. Welcome to the club. Well, you now have. I should just like keep count, but apparently we got so many members today. We lost count. We went from 229 to 233. Thank you for the 4 of you who became members. There are 12 minutes left in the day. Do you want to become a member? It'll make me smile. That's a thing you can totally do.
If you get enough members, you won't care about ads from Queen Susan of YouTubeistan.
Honestly, first of all, thank you so much, Tusk Jesus Ray. Second of all, it's funny you made the joke about Susan, then you did it via super chat, you monster. Third of all, yeah, honestly, like, that is part of the benefit of it. Like, right now, if there is a advertising industry shutdown, like I'm just happy there isn't, then, you know, my entire... I choose to... Because I make... Okay, let me get my thoughts here. What happens if I become a member? Can I flood servers with a Scottish flag, says Zach Gordon. I don't think that's a part of becoming a member, but no one's stopping you from doing that anyway. And if you want to pay me money to do so, why not? Honestly, who is Susan, says Silica. Oh, it's an in-joke because she's Susan Wojcicki, the current CEO or like director or something of YouTube. I think CEO. So Kat, you're a nice man. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Moo, for your, you know, this is your nice one before you go back to toilet humor. Thank you very much for that. Every time I hear Toycat do the intro, I think back to when he streamed the texture pack for space and everything. And man, I miss that me texture pack, right? To be or not to be has become a cheap cat. Hey, thank you. Welcome to the club. 234 members. Wait, actually, this is an opportunity, right? There are 10 minutes left in March, and we need 16 more members to hit 250. At 250, we unlock some more emoji slots. Not that I like emojis, but like I will use them for you, my friends. So if you've ever considered becoming a member, again, like honestly, all it is, if you don't care about like all of this stuff, like sure. If you don't want to support things, like I actually totally understand. Like that would probably, before I started streaming and looked into the streaming world, I honestly looked at it too and I was like, dumb people giving money to streamers. Don't they know that it, like, you know, he's not really their friend or really their whatever. Like, you've got to appreciate the parasocial relationship, what it is, right? But it is a cool way to directly make something you like happen. Also, thank you, Imran Alcoholic. Also, do you browse Reddit? I do occasionally, actually. Like, not all the day, or not all day, every day, like I used to during school. But like, I give like a couple of sweeps before I go to bed. Like, I check like a couple of subreddits. There's a like Reddit's really cool because it has so many focused communities. So many different focus ones. So, okay, how many names do you recognize here? Says Charles Colgan. I do recognize your name if that's what you're saying, but yeah, we do go for a lot. Hey, thank you, Zach Gordon, for becoming a member on the channel. All we need now is 15 more people become a thing, and we will have 250 boys and girls. Or we could just call you all boys, you know. See, I've been running around this for a while, but like all of the blocks are just slightly out of reach, and I don't really like that so much. Like, we can place them here, I guess. I just want to have as many blocks out as we can. Okay, that's the best we're doing right here. Hey, thank you, Akati Tonic. Oh, no, okay, we're not going to make it. Thank you, Akari. Oh, God. Akari Tonishik. Wasn't my question, but I thought of a good one. Also, thank you, Solar Vortex. What's a good topic for a persuasive presentation? I want a weird, funny one I can get away with for college. Honestly, you've just got to pick like some super controversial subject, like what if, you know, did Hitler, what if Hitler was right, you know? Or like, maybe you gotta go one that's like probably less offensive, because like, you know, someone's gonna enjoy your ironic saying stupid dumb stuff. But I feel like at school you want to be careful and not say those words. No one is noticing Iman's name. Oh wait, Iman. Oh, it's. I honestly thought it was like an Arabic name, but it's Iman Alcoholic. You know, this is what you get. You know, you question names, you're a racist. You don't question names. You call yourself an alcoholic. Thank you so much, Tammy West, for becoming a member. Welcome to the
Always
club.
support creators. Nothing good can ever be free. That's why Fortnite is trash.
Honestly, the truth is, right, is people like to believe that everything online is free, and it's not free, it's ad-supported. You pay with your attention, and live streams, generally speaking, like, you can support a stream with ads, but, like, to do that, I have to, like, run ads non-stop, and, like, it's not as fun. Like, I have to, rather than, I can make this stream like TV, where every 15 minutes we run ads for 3 minutes. Like, you can make some money doing that. Like, it's how streamers used to make money before tips, actually. But what's way more fun is just like, hey, if you want to support, you can. Also, Toyman, have you, okay, nope, there we go, thank you. There's your very much weird humor one.
It is a hit
nice
or
one.
miss working in fast food when things happen in the world. A viral outbreak? Don't worry, we'll keep you safe by just doing takeout. Also, I'm off on Tuesdays and Fridays.
So in the UK, McDonald's, like all the fast food chains have been forced to close by the government. Like, they can't even do takeout only, which I think is dumb. Like, there should be McDonald's for takeout only, in my opinion. Maybe it exists and I just don't see it. But like, I'm just like, again, it's the most minor of issues, but like, when's the McDonald's coming back? Is a question I just want to know. I just joined you saying, what if Hitler was right? Sigh, glad to see you today. Someone watched, like, again, statistically speaking, someone joined into the stream for their first ever time, and it's me being like, what if Hitler was right? But like, you know, like, for real though. And it's like, probably a bad first impression to leave them with. So, hello, be magical. I hope you are having a magical day. Wednesday snapshot day tomorrow, but I think we'll have an April Fool's snapshot. Yeah, Marketeers, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, even though it's snapshot day, my dudes, like, what takes priority over snapshot day, my dudes, is usually going to be, we don't need to replace any of these blocks. Let's go back and get some more ice. Except, wait, I have a place for ice, don't I? I have a nice little box right here. So I need to work out, like, what's easy ice to place, because we're, like, running out of, like, easy placing blocks. Also, look up Carl Weezer and see if he's Fick from Jimmy Neutron. Oh, Carl, that's Carl from Jimmy Weezer. It's called Carl Weezer. I will look him up for you. You know, Carl Weezer is officially thick. I will confirm it to you right now. That is a beautiful, beautiful man doing a beautiful pose right there. Also, yeah, thank you to everyone who became a member today. Like, even, you know, I made an arbitrary goal, and we got very close to it. There are 5 minutes left in March, and we have 236 members. So I agree. Addison DJ, become a member. It's very cheap. It's not actually cheap. One of the things, like, so here's, like, YouTube streamers used to be supported via, they just ran ads forever. Like, they took big breaks to run ads. It's one of the ways you can support a stream. If people don't want to pay, you can do it via ads. It's just, personally, I feel like if you can have people support something directly, that's cool. But also you need to make it free or as close to free as possible for as many people as possible. Because, you know, I give tips that I try to help people out with. And that only, like, I want to help as many people out as I can. Not just people who give me money. It's got, like, that's why I never do members-only live streams. A lot of YouTubers do, like, hey, it's a Q&A live stream for members only. I won't ever offer you that. I could make money offering that, but I won't, you know. There's a lot of things we've proven we can make money doing. I can charge people for signs by the side of a road. I don't...
just donating an extra 10, so my overall donations given this month is 169.
See, thanks so much, Plops. That, like, again, so Plops is someone, they clearly work in a good field if they got a raise. They didn't say raise, they said you got paid. But they work in some field, you know, whether they're doing well for themselves or not. That's not actually relevant, but I assume they are. Hey, thank you, Melee West. You might become the last member in March 2020. That would be cool, right? Air horns. You might just be. Wouldn't that be a fun little coincidence? I feel like doing it here is kind of important, just because of the fact that just because we've got like the ice from the little tunnel nearby. So let's look it up anyway. Glad to catch my first stream today. Also, you missed my last super chat, says Jessica Forsyth. I'm a monster. I am a monster. Also, I'm very sorry. I am going to commit seppuku. It is the only way through this one. Also, Hayden, 5 hours to April 1st. 5 minutes to April 1st for me. 3 minutes for me. You know, so, honestly, let me convince you of something. So bear in mind, I love the UK as much as the next person. Perhaps more than the next person. But, I will admit, also, you are indeed a monster. This is why you can't trust internet cats. They just do things and then they screw you like that. But like yeah, also thank you so much, friend, for the there's a lot of members, but not enough, says Adson TJ. Thank you so much for helping with my advertising campaign for why you should become a member. Jenny Tails, no, Jenny Tails, no, why did I say it? How's the end villagers feeling? You know what, you tricked me, Mr. Jenny. You know what, I'd say Mrs. Jenny. Let's be honest, someone who's laughing at Jenny Tails. That's not a woman whose name is Jenny who has learned a funny joke about it. That is someone who is making that joke from scratch or whatever. So, shame on you, Jenny. Or Mr. Tails, as we'll call you. 1 minute until April 1st. Do you want to watch the countdown together, friends? Let's all watch the countdown together in like 20 seconds. Negative 10 hours to April Fool's for me. Honestly, like I've always wondered, like, you know how we have big New Year celebrations? We should have like Happy New Month be a thing. Like, it's a big deal when any number ticks over. Even when a new day happens, it's kind of cool. Like, Happy New Day. But like a new month. This is huge. Again, like right now in the world, a new month is actually a pretty big deal. But like even on like a human level, like this is your opportunity to like, do you have a bad March? Start it over again. Let me show you my screen right now. Thank you, Royal Ducks. Okay, let's show you the clock. It's about to tick over. It's about to tick over. Oh, what's that? What's that? Happy New Month! Ooh! Happy New Month! Yeah! Also, wait, you can see the number of viewers on the stream. Oh, Maple Blue Johnny right now. That's nice of you all. Yeah, Happy New Month, friends. We all celebrating. It's exciting, right? But no, like, honestly, I think separating your life into chunks is really important. Because it's really easy to make the mistake of, I messed up this chunk, and you're like, I messed up my whole life, it can't get better. But people say that when they're young, and they actually can totally make it better. Also, Garabo, thank you for the £1. I was Jenny, sorry. How are the villagers? Honestly, I haven't been anywhere near them in literally a month now. And I just, every time I think about them, I get stressed, so I just don't. Happy New Month, everyone, says Adson DJ. Woo, Happy New Month. Hi from Canada. Thank you, Loud Drifter. You're joining in a very confusing celebration, but it's nice. You should do a Baroxy Realm experiment. That's a cool idea, actually. Also, thank you, Paragon Q, for becoming the last member in March 2020. We ended March 2020 with 238 members, which is kind of cool. Like, I never expected when I, like, signed up for the members feature that so many people would choose to monthly support the channel. Like, it's now actually, like, you know, like an actual amount of money. That, again, unlike, like, a Patreon where we gate content behind a wall or anything like that, none of that. It's all just, you get some features that, you know, like prestige features, but nothing that is... I don't like to put content behind gate walls, and if I ever can avoid it. With the one exception being I've got a playlist which is only available for one of the super chat one of the membership tiers, but it's like all those videos are accessible to anyone. It's just easily accessible to those people. Also, I've been watching videos every day during quarantine, and it's been so fun and same as this taste forever. Yeah, it's gotta be a wacky time. But like the amount of YouTube people are watching must be going up so seriously. I was talking to a friend with this. Hey, thank you for becoming a member, Mr. Wait, Google user. What is that? Their real name, or is that like? Is it just not telling me who actually did? Huh, fascinating. Also, Garib, I sometimes forget a member, then look at my bank transaction and think, oh yeah, that's my secret plan. No, I was thinking about this recently. Like, Netflix is going to. I was talking to a friend from like the countryside. Netflix is going to lose a lot of money because you pay Netflix once a month, whereas YouTube, because you watch an ad, you pay every video you watch effectively. Pay in air quotes because you pay of your time. They're gonna be making a lot of money during this crisis, which is nice for them, I guess.
I can't pay through Streamlabs for some reason. Hello though.
Hello, Mr. Moyasu. I had to read your name just to be confirmed, like, Moyasu. That's gotta be some crazy nonsense. But I don't think it is. So thank you, Moyasu. Moyasu. Or maybe it is and I'm just, like, horrific. Also, do you have Discord? This member wants to join, says Zach Gordon. Yeah, discord.gg/toycat. You get a little role if you are a member. And there's like a little lounge in there. There's a whole weird thing. But yeah, how far we have to travel in the Nether to get new stuff? I've traveled thousands of blocks, but only that direction and that direction. I'll only have to travel a few hundred blocks that way. I'd love to test this actually in the 1.16 beta. We should totally do that. But yeah, Bernard Doofus, don't worry, we'll find out soon. Also, Matt Deshat, if that's your real name, I hope your high school experience was pleasant. But I worry that it was not. I can give money to whoever I want, Sish. Yeah, you show them by giving me all the money, friends. No, honestly, it's, like, it's really easy to judge other people on their purchases, and judge other people on their things they're interested in. But everyone is different, and to expect everyone to like the same things as you is ridiculous. The fact that, like, you know, like, for the longest time, there's, like, this golden age, let's call it, like, the 90s to early 2000s, just before the internet kicked off, when, like, movies had consolidated to Hollywood, TV was done in, like, big budget productions. There was a time, and, like, you know, music was, like, an expensive industry to get into that required record labels and stuff. There was this phase in the world where, statistically, if you liked a type of music, someone would like the same songs as you, and someone would like the same artists as you, and, you know, like, the same everything like that. If you liked a movie, you know, like, in the same way that whenever a Marvel movie comes out, 80% of the world seems to watch it. Whenever a new Minecraft update comes out, everyone knows what it's about, and they play it some amount. There are some things the world still does mostly, but we now live in a world where, like, entertainment is tailored to you. Like, your purchases can be tailored to you as well. And to expect anyone to enjoy exactly the
I
same
find
stuff
it
as you...
hilarious the guy I watch streaming MC is always worried about boring his viewers with something dull like resource gathering. Yet here you are with another silly time-wasting project yet hold an audience.
So, Mr. Papa Varese, thank you so much for the $20. The actual reason these live streams started is I was just like, I am doing this anyway. Might as well stream and use it as, like, you know, like a background talk to do stuff about, you know, talk about the world or whatever else has been in my mind. And it's just something like people seem to like. Again, it doesn't do amazingly well by the viewer numbers. Like, are there a lot of people here? I think 1,300. That's, like, huge actually. But, like, in terms of, like, it doesn't gain many new viewers to the channel as much as I'd like it to. But then other people are like, hey, actually, I really love these. Please keep making more. And again, it's easy to say that, but a lot of people are like, oh yeah, no, here's my, you know, my cosign, my backing. Like, I love you who likes this enough to be like, hey, first stream that they've caught live. Presumably they've caught some non-live is what I've gathered that message means. People all spend their money on stupid things, but what is stupid is relative. Yeah, not a single person, unless you're literally Gandhi, and even like Gandhi, let's be real, probably spent money on some really dumb things. Like, everyone has spent money on dumb things, and that's okay. If you enjoy the dumb thing, it's not a dumb purchase. It's just hard to justify in, like, a niche purchase, you know? Like, if I spend money... Let me look at my... Join your Discord. I keep forgetting I'm paying for these chats, says Zach Gordon. That's something I always want to be like... Yeah, that's why I'm glad, like, YouTube has, like, the $sign. That's why I'm glad it's, like, tip. There is money involved. There is a GBP symbol. It's like a... You know, it's a purchase you can make willingly if you have the resources to do so and want to. And if you don't have the willing or the money, you don't have to. Like, that's what makes live streams cool. Like, even people who aren't ever gonna consider, like, you know, it's dumb, it's stupid to spend your money on a live stream. Haha, spends money on ways of slowly killing themselves. But you know, like, it's easy to call up people out on saying things are dumb, and people say that all the time. But what you enjoy is fine with you, and even if you don't pay, you can still enjoy it. Seems like And it's crazy that it works that way. Also, what's your real first name? Says IPX Toycat says Eric Kuhn. It's Andrew. You can trust that I'm telling the truth, or you can assume I'm lying and it's all made up. What if my real first name is Toycat? I actually considered for a while in my teenage years changing my name legally to Toycat. Because, like, when I hear Andrew, it's someone from real life. Like, it could be a lawyer, it could be my mother, it could be, you know, like, it's or like a teacher, you know, like, it's someone who knows my name from real life. When I hear Toycat, it's usually with, like, great endearment. Like, you know, I have a lot of friends who just know me as Toycat, and they're all better friends than my mother. I mean, no offense, my mother. But yeah, also, this is not willing. I am compelled to super chat. Oh, you caught me. I am tricking you all into doing it. It is a horrific use of your stuff. Also, he's lying. His name is Steve, says Mary Jane. I mean, I think you'll find I'm an Ocelot, not Steve. Find that very rude to just generalize that way. How dare I use my money to buy chips and spaghetti? I did actually buy some chips today. You can buy a giant bag of chips for 75p at Lidl's, and they're actually pretty good chips. It's wonderful. Why do you always do such ridiculously large projects, says Kian Harris. It's a good question, honestly. I don't know if I have a great answer to it, beyond just like, yeah, it's kind of fun. But yeah, to go back to the guy who says, because thank you, Mr. Papaverese. Yeah, a lot of, like, honestly, people don't watch resource gathering because of the act itself. You can't make the concept of resource gathering massively interesting. Although actually you can, like, I don't stop mining to like mine 100 diamonds is being watched every single day according to YouTube. Like it's my most watched video in terms of watch minutes last month. Actually, wait, I'll confirm that right now. But yeah, like, oh, happy 0009 everyone. Happy new month. It's Wednesday, the 1st of May, of April. I'd like April to be gone soon. I want April and May both to like zoom through. Also, thanks for reading my name. I forfeit myself. I love you. I love you. Oh, I get it. That's clever. That's clever. I love you. That's wholesome. That's wholesome. I like that. There's so many worse ones here, and that one was not. So Gatcha Wolf asks, so Kat, why did you decide to become a YouTuber? I'd like to know, and some others might as well. So this is my real thoughts on this are that most people who decide to become, like, nowadays, if you upload a YouTube video, even if it's just in the back of your head, you have a thought of, like, I am going to become a YouTuber. When I first started making videos, the concept of making money from them wasn't really a thing, at least for gaming videos. Like, the partner program had existed since, like, 2007 for regular channels. But YouTube's position was, we will not partner gaming channels because you do not own the footage. And legally speaking, they were correct to do that, by the way. Like, they get enough, like, garbage. They get enough, like, you know... They have issues with... they've gotten in many lawsuits because, hey, as it turns out, people do not like having their stuff uploaded to YouTube. Like, it's a lot of, like, movie companies and stuff. But, like... basically, making money on YouTube is something that wasn't possible for gaming videos at the time. So I just started making videos, and then at some point I was like, oh yeah, some channels can, and then so on and so forth. But I never decided to become a YouTuber. But to answer the question as best I can, because I want to answer it anyway, Mr. Gatcha Wolf. Also, see, nothing's wrong with climate change. You can just place ice blocks down. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I horrifically am, I think if you just place like if you could just place like antifreeze or like cool down the oceans with like a giant heat gun. Like if we make a freezer, but one that can cool down an entire ocean, or just place enough ice cubes in the Arctic Ocean, the sea levels will rise, but the ice will then start to like melt properly. Just saying, I watched it on Futurama, it must be real. But yeah, so the closest question to what you're asking there, Gatcha Wolf, is like, why did I decide, you know, like, of all the things I could have done, why YouTube is my main thing? And the truth is like, some of it was just like, I was kind of thrust on me, like, oh yeah, there was this thing that was doing successfully that I loved. At the end of college, I had like a choice. I was on like track to become like generic IT coding job, make, you know, hopefully a successful salary. You know, like coding's a good industry, right? Like no one's shocked to learn that you make money from coding. But I figured like rather than taking like the guaranteed pretty safe bet of something I wasn't like hugely into, but I kind of liked. I was like, why don't I just do the thing that I love, that pays me some amount, and put like my whole life force into it for some amount of time. And that's how I became a YouTuber. Whereas nowadays, if you want to become a YouTuber, you've just got to think like, I'm really cool. People would like me, so I'm gonna post things that'll make people like me. Because, you know, when people get to know me, they'll realize that I'm the coolest guy around. And I don't know how I feel about that entirely. Not great. Not great is the simple answer. For a back live stream, 7-hour live stream of donations build a road. Man, that was a long stream. I don't remember when that started and ended, but I know it ended and I was just like, how did I do this for so long? How did that even happen? And thank you for making that happen, friends. It was an idea that was too successful, you could say. But no, yeah, when becoming a YouTuber is basically throwing away any sense of stability. Like, again, members provide that to some extent. Like, the people who are chatting do, but like, you know, to date, so many more people have been super gracious and lending me their money. Like, Ian Paulson just says, these streams are genuinely my favorite. Take my money and buy some ice to throw in the ocean. Like, these, there's like a lot of things that go better and worse over time. Like, you throw away any sense of stability on YouTube, which is something I value in real life. But in exchange, I get to, like, help people in ways, like, ever since I first made my first, like, hey, let's talk real video, and people said it helped them, like, when it, like, I've had a few Facebook messages from people being like, hey, this video really helped me. When you spoke about your depression and how you went through it, it helped me in some way. Like, when I realized that just by telling a story and telling it authentically, because most YouTubers, most celebrities aren't authentic because that's not what is successful. But like, by doing that, you can actually help people. I was like, oh, I'm not only helping people in the dumb ways in Minecraft, like, hey, you can place ice in the Nether. Here's a fun fact you're learning right now, but you can help people in more serious ways, and that's kind of cool. Darkness Fido asks, what phone do you have? This is a Samsung S20. Actually, it doesn't actually say it. It just says it's a Samsung slab. It's an S20 Ultra. I bought it in America, although I can't really go back there too soon. So everyone can score. It's the people with no personality that are popular, but in streaming it's the quirky, smart people that are popular. The thing about school is that, like, school really encourages conformance. You know, like, you want to be able to follow the rules of the, you know, like, the way, if you think about how exams are structured, you don't have to be smart, you have to be able to say the same thing that you are told. If you think about popularity, it's not about being interesting, it's about fitting the social mold that is, you know, like, structured by your peers. It's more about fitting in than it is about being unique or about adding something or anything else like that. And it makes sense because you're all just in this big struggle together. And it seems like it'll be that way forever. But yeah, I do agree that, like, real life, you know, like, the people you think of as like, oh, I don't know if they're safe to hang around or whatever. Like, there's a lot of interesting people out there. And there's a lot of very uninteresting people that are great at fitting in, but the moment you try to have a conversation with them, they just don't have any substance to it. Also, I really love your streams because you can speak like a real person about the things you care about, says Is a Loser. Thank you, Is a Loser. I still feel mean every time I say your name. But yeah, no, that's why I do in these, like, I'm still shocked this is any amount successful. Like, this should be one of the least workable things on the internet. Because it's just Toycat talks about things I want to talk about and think might help anyone else for an hour or two. But that's how we do. Also, thank you, Quack. But just Mikey says, what are you excited about Nerfs in the Nether update? Definitely Netherite. I think we answered that. Although Ancient Debris, mining, the Netherite stuff. Like, I'm gonna upgrade all my tools to Netherite on the first day, and I'm excited for, like, I guess I love the, you know, the informative part of YouTube. There's so many tips about getting to the Nether fast that people will be able to now appreciate, and yeah, I want to make stuff about that, I guess. Also, thank you, Uppish Goal, for the $1, and yeah, my brother asked, but Pranzo Pro, and he's really doing his best to commute, but which isn't angry at. That's awesome, man. Again, like, if people are cool to you of their own will, I love that, man. Also, you're awesome, love your videos. Also, April Fools, do you collect old coins and currency? It's my favorite thing to do. I don't collect old coins, actually. I only collect new coins. I probably, like, in another life, I would collect old coins from my country. But the first time I went, like, abroad to somewhere that didn't use, the pound, because the euro doesn't really count as an interesting currency to me. Sorry, people who live in Europe, but your currency isn't interesting. But what is it? Like, I went to Denmark and I was like, these coins have holes in them. And then I, you know, like, I don't know where I went after that. But I think Norway has some fish on their currency. There's a billion examples of like, hey, did you know there are some very interesting places out there? Also, my birthday is on April 2nd, and I'm so excited since Taze Peru never. Hey, happy birthday for a day's time. Excited for you. Also, when are you going to South America, says Thomas Uruguay. It's going to be a while, given the current situation in the world. Again, I had this big plan to, like, stop traveling at 25, become, like, a real person, settle down, or whatever people say. And now my life is kind of, like, on hold. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it should. Maybe it shouldn't be. But it is, regardless. But yeah, saying thank you very much, Mr. Blonde Canadian. I do love currency. Like, I don't know why, it's just... The fact that physical currency exists is one of these, like, wacky ideas that we've all made real ourselves. Also, hey, thank you, Damoodley, for the South African rands. Honestly, you do deserve your success. We're one of the most genuine YouTubers and people. A lot of us discuss this in the server as well. We appreciate you, Andrew. Thank you, Day. Do you mean the Discord server? I wonder what you mean by the server. But, yeah, no, it's, the reality is that if you actually are yourself, if you actually try your best to do sorts of things like this, and you're not wildly dishonest all the time to, you know, lure in this, there's like a cap to your success. I will never be the #1 YouTuber. I will never be even #5. But I think it's better to, like, do what you can for the people who do find you, than otherwise, right? Also, I love your streams because they're entertaining and life learning. I learn a lot about them, says Karen. That's awesome, man. This is just, it tastes so potatoey. I've ruined a whole $1.99 thing of juice, and I feel bad about it. Also, Valazen, thank you for the $1. See, every time you mention his name, money magically shows up. You're always my #1, says Angry Rat. Thank you, Mr. Angry Rat. I put some packed ice in there. Do you think anyone's gonna notice? I'm hoping they don't notice. But yeah, like, it's like Minecraft videos. Like, one of the things that still boggles me to this day is, like, very few YouTubers actually fully play survival. They make videos of them, like, flipping back and forth between survival and creative all the time. And I've made my fair share of, like, informative videos that way. But, like, that's how most YouTubers play survival. It's like, I'm here to make a video. The survival parts are necessary, but it's like... But people, you know, like, the thing I learned from the big project videos is, like, people love to see what you're interested in. They would love to see what you're working on. The real things are what make YouTube great. Real stories and people. Like, what's fascinating when you talk to someone is not a regurgitation of something else you already heard. It's their unique take on the world. You know, video essays, like, have this, like, huge, like, trend. Also, Alina Ray says, you talk as fast as my ADHD wants me to. A lot of people, like, diagnose me with ADD. A lot of people, like, internet diagnose me with autism, ADD, a fair few, like, bunch of things. And, like, first of all, I feel like diagnosing yourself on the internet, always a questionable idea to do. But, also, what type of music do you like, says Joe Riz. I never can answer this question easily beyond, like, video game music, question mark. But, like, if you pressed me, I'd be like, I guess not much. I don't. The last time I listened to a song willingly, wait, I listened to the like Caramel the meme song, like, last night, but only, like, once, and then I stopped. Do you have demonetization problems? Says Uppish Go. So I'm really thankful. I actually don't. My channel, besides the Corona video, which got demonetized immediately, and like it's the only video on my channel that's been demonetized in a while. My second channel has demonetization issues all the time, because I have, like, subjects like Russia in the title, or, like, NATO, or, like, you know, we do a lot of, like, real stuff there, and the real world isn't advertiser friendly, which is, you know, maybe sad, maybe tragic. I mean, some people self-diagnose because they got parents who don't care about mental health, says 747 Cuba. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, like self-diagnosing is a bad idea, and you shouldn't do it. But, like, when it's hard to get really diagnosed, like, one of the things I've always thought is, like, we live in a crisis of mental proportions. Like, you can expect, like, if you want to make the argument that, like, oh yeah, you gotta physically pay for certain things in the world because, like, oh yeah, you know, not everything can be free. The one thing that, like, affects your ability to even be able to make the money to pay for things is your mental health. Like, that's something I've always thought, like, why are we neglecting this so seriously? Like, we have, like, a generation of people who, like, are physically doing pretty well. Like, if you look at if you look at smoking rates, they're going down over time. If you look at obesity rates, they're going down, I think, actually, globally, not in certain countries. But, like, they're going down over time. Drinking, you know, like, binge drinking, etc. Like, we're becoming better at becoming humans physically. People are exercising more. But, like, our mental health is deteriorating like crazy. And it's like, that seems like something we should fix. Also, thank you, Kachow Velazan. That is your first message, and I'm so confused. I love videos. I'm considering making Minecraft videos myself. Do you have any tips? Honestly, the thing is like, the cool thing about Minecraft is it's basically become a genre at this point. Like, if you ask me, like, how do you make vlog videos? Vlogging is, like, a thing you can do in many ways, but there's, like, a style, right? It's mostly, like, Casey Neistat style. But, like, there are, like, tips you can give. With Minecraft videos, it's like, I don't know where to start. Are you making survival videos? Are you making, you know, like, building tip videos? Like, depending on the answer to that question, my answer to you is entirely different too, right? So I guess smoking is going up since Garabo. That is not the statistics I've checked have said. Again, maybe you're looking at your country, or maybe you're looking at worldwide, because there's a lot of developing countries where they're just becoming rich enough to be able to buy cigarettes, and they're getting into it, which is probably tragic, but it's like an income thing. It's funny because, like, I don't know, maybe this isn't funny, or maybe this is, but, like, as you become, like, wealthy enough, like, one of the signs of wealth, I guess you can say it this way, one of the things people do as soon as they have access to wealth is they start destroying their body using that money. Like, you destroy yourself to make money, and then you spend that money destroying yourself. Like, that's to some extent, you know, I like fast food, but, like, if you eat bad fast food or too much fast food or too much food in general, you're paying money to kill yourself. If you smoke, you're paying money to kill yourself. It feels good eventually, but the basic instinct is like, here is a product I know is bad for me. I will consume it even though I know it's bad for me because, hey, I've got enough. I'm important enough to choose to kill myself. Slowly, you know, like, or to damage myself. But I think killing yourself is probably a bit strong of a word. But, like, most of the things that are, like, super expensive and high-end, not expensive, like, most of the coping mechanisms we have in the world are just, I will damage my body, and I'll pay money for the privilege of doing so. And I think it's, like, the wackiest concept. Have you ever smoked cigarettes? I have when I was, like, super young, like, 14 through, like, 20. Honestly, I never really liked it. Like, I like the social opportunities, but you just go out when people are smoking, and then you don't smoke. And then if someone offers, you pretend smoke for a little bit, and then boom. Like, I never understood people who are like, oh, smoking's just so social, I can't get rid of that. It's like, you know, there's no law that says you have to smoke around people who are smoking. I'm drinking from a giant fishbowl right now. How many of you are doing that? How many of you have joined me in my fishbowl club? Right? Not many of you, I don't imagine. Because, yeah, there is, you know, you don't have to do the things that people tell you to do. But drugs, toy cat, smoking is nice sometimes. I disagree seriously, fundamentally, with the point you are making right there, friend. I disagree beyond reproach. Hi, Toy Cat, been watching videos for a while, and I appreciate your look at the world, so thank you, says G-Right. Thank you, G-Right. Can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up your day? Don't you feel that sometimes you just need to run away? See, this guy knows I love my video game music. You better believe I unironically listen to that. I can't play it here or we'll get copyright struck. But you better believe if I didn't. I'm playing it in my head right now. Let's all mentally play it together. Don't forget to remove the fish first, though, says Roman Seagull. Wait, remove the fish? From this? I don't know what you're saying. When you're out finishing podcasts to watch and they see Toy Cats live. It's funny because I feel bad for people who watch these as podcasts, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm saying, like, interesting things at a fast enough pace for a podcast. Like, you know, like, podcasts are, like, non-stop talking. Although maybe that's, like, half the garbage they do. Maybe Maybe people like that this is like, it flows more like a conversation. Like, there are ups, there are downs. We'll talk about the sunshine. Which, by the way, side note, I hate the sun. I think people who are like, I can't wait for summertime. You know, like, people spend money to go fly places just because there's snow there. And I hear that and I'm like, why? What are you doing to yourself? Like, you know how people like, you know, I was just talking about like, oh yeah, smoking. It's paying money to destroy yourself. A lot of money. Rat Lover says, what's up? Thank you so much, Mr. Rat Lover. I've actually always thought, like, even though, like, ideally, like, taxes should be minimized forever, like no one thinks that people should be forced to spend money against their will, do they? Like, unless it's, like, necessary for some reason. No one's just like, let's just tax people just for fun. If that's your opinion, we disagree, but that's fair enough. Also, I don't have a fishbowl, but I have a slushy bone. That sounds tasty. Also, but like, one of the things I've always thought is like, man, you can charge whatever price you want for cigarettes, and people will still buy them. And that's just something just so fascinating about the human psyche. In Australia, they have taxes of like 90-something%. Like, it costs 20 Australian dollars, I want to say, for a pack of cigarettes, and people still will smoke. Reach out for the sunshine, forget about the rain, just think about the one time where Karen took the kids. There you go. I think like 1% of my viewers like understand what's happening there. Why do you always end up with bad omens, this 747 Cubo? I swear to God, every single time I fight a raid, like I fought one literally 3 hours ago. It was a whole mess actually, like I almost got some villagers killed. In fact, one villager died, because I'm playing on normal right now, so like, I think a door got broken down by a zombie. It was a whole thing, okay? But eventually the world's oldest person becomes the world's youngest corpse, says Board. Isn't it crazy that someone's being born right now, like in the next 24 hours, that will live for 100, and someone's being born the next 24 hours that will die in the next 24 hours? Isn't that crazy how, like, through no, like, 0-year-olds don't have any, like, faults or personality traits of their own. Just pure randomness dictates whether you're one of those, you know, people who's going to live 24 hours or 100 years. Isn't that nutty, right? Also, imagine being born on April Fool's Day. Such a bad day to be born. No one's gonna trust a person born on April Fool's. You're like, haha, good joke, friendship. You're like, no, it really is my birthday. I was thinking about doing survival videos and PvP sub videos to be specific. I don't think people are drinking fish bowls. See, exactly, right? Like, I'm doing something, and you're all not doing it with me. I actually forgot what my original point of that was. Like, that not everyone is doing the same thing. I'm not actually too sure. Let's take a quick little drink. Wait, so I can't read like 3 of your things in one stream, says 7047 Cuba. You're welcome, friend. Lamau, my birthday is April Fool's Day, says Brittany Junkins. And your birthday sucks. Yeah, you go on the internet and you get weird dudes from Britain to tell you about your bad birthday. That's you. That's what you do. Taco Daddy, what is there in Minecraft? Someone who doesn't like the building. I really like the game, but I find building so repetitive it can't hold my attention. I'll be real with you. You might be able to tell, but I don't like traditional building. Like, it's not a thing I find hugely interesting. Although I'm doing the most repetitive form of building, so maybe that just says I've got the worst taste in the world. But what do you do in Minecraft if you? Hey, thank you, Jack Davies. I love warm sun, but I love night a lot more. I think warm nights are really great. Like, don't get me wrong, there. Like, a night that's warm enough that you can just wear anything and be calm is great. I actually have, like, whenever I'm like perfectly warm, I have like throwbacks to Thailand, because a lot of if a country's near the equator, it's like perfect heat in the day. Like, it's like the same heat pretty much throughout the year, and mostly throughout the day too. So it's like 30 degrees Celsius in the day, or like, yeah, something like that, 27. And then at night it's like 23, which means at night it's just like, it's livable. You exist in the world. It's like you've got the heating turned on, but the world has the heating turned on. And it's just real nice. Whenever I feel like warm inside myself, I'm like, ah, that's cool. It's interesting how like feelings take you back to a certain place. Like, we always associate nostalgia with like video games or songs or music. Like, nostalgia is often thought of as like a, you know, like an experiential thing. But like, sometimes you feel nostalgia for like, you know, like a memory-based things. But you can have like nostalgic taste, and you can have nostalgic feels and stuff. And I kind of like that. Me in Australian, 30 degrees, it's time for a hoodie, says the Nun Magician. First of all, I mean, people who like heat, again, don't know what's wrong with you, but a lot is clearly the answer. Second of all, I really do think... actually, let's go back to Australia, because I was talking about them with, like, cigarette smoking. The cool thing about cigarettes is, like, no matter how high you put taxes on them, people will still line up to pay, again, like, a 90% inflated price, so they can kill themselves very slowly, or, like, seriously damage themselves. And I always thought, like, well, I mean, if you're damaging the collective good, because by smoking, you damage yourself, you damage your family, you damage anyone who cares about you, but, like, you know, that's fine. But, like, it's like one of those few taxes where it's like, actually, this is pretty okay. It's, like, if people are just willing to pay it, if it doesn't affect the demand for something at all. In the same way, you know my little alcohol bottle? You know how this has, like, a stamp on it that's like, UK duty paid. If it doesn't have that sticker, you can't get it into the UK. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't, but fun fact regardless. Addition's terrible man, sad to say I smoke. This is a loser. See, we're just two people in a parasocial relationship here. Is a loser. What does it take to get you to stop smoking? You gotta like quantify it down to words. Because I think if you reverse the question, because 90% of you, I'm gonna guess, aren't addicted to anything. I'd say I've got like a addictive personality, but I cut myself off from pretty much everything before I get addicted. Minecraft being one of the rare exceptions. I've been playing this world for thousands of hours. I need to stop at some point, but yeah, I just don't. But I have a pretty addictive personality. Alcohol, I thought it was potato juice. Sorry, I meant it's out of alcohol. Also, yeah, that was a glass with water in that at one point it had alcohol in. Okay, we're ruining it all, friends. We're ruining it. Sugar, though. I'd say I'm addicted to sugar, actually. You know what? I'll take that away. I'll take that away from myself. But, like, yeah, I think that, like, if you're not addicted to something, what would someone have to give you to be addicted violently to, you know, like, strongly? Like, if you didn't take a thing, you would die. Actually, wait. Okay, chat. I love hypotheticals. I could talk hypotheticals all day, every day. So if someone gave you, how much money would someone have to give you? Let's just say they give you 100,000 to make it like a yes or no binary question. Someone gives you 100,000 of your currency. Also, hey, Akari Tonishi, thank you for the super chat. I will gladly drink from a fishbowl if I can get one donated, but I need to stop spending, but this is worth it. Look, if you're in your student loan anyway, I will never advise anyone takes out a loan to give money to me. Or even if your finances aren't stable, you don't have to give money to me. That is, again, I value financial stability myself, and I hope people value it for themselves. Only donate once or only give tips once you feel comfortable doing so. How much are they recovering, says Sarah Duncan? Honestly, just enough to like look like it's covered from like a few specific spots. Because we could go on forever, probably. Maybe we should just go on forever. But like, there's a point where we should say, hey, this is enough now. What is that point? Good question, friends. But yeah. So I've got a question, friends. Again, all parasocial internet buddies. Because you know, you don't actually know me. I could be a puppy after the stream is over. For all you know, I could literally be spawning this money.
So much ice in such a hot environment. I claim witchcraft. Also, this week's toy car tax.
Toy car tax. Wait. So you're typing toy cat, but it's saying toy car for some reason? You might text-to-speech voice. You are betraying me. But thanks so much, Nuna. It's good to see you again, friend. I want to ask you a question, internet buddies, associates of mine. If someone offered you a lot of money, let's say 100,000, just to be simple here. Someone offers you 100,000 of your currency, but in exchange, you become addicted to, like physiologically addicted. Let's just say it's fun to take them, but without them you will die. There are pills you have to take, one off every single day. So you take a pill a day. If you don't take that pill, you'll die. You get a lifetime supply of those pills, and they're very frequently available. Let's just say it's the most common drug, paracetamol, like painkillers, let's just say. Yeah, let's just say it's a painkiller addiction, sure. You get none of the downsides, or like very few downsides. Like the downsides are, you know, very few. But you get 100,000 and a lifetime supply of the drug if you get addicted to some pill. The pill will do nothing for you, it just makes you not die. Would you accept 100,000 to have your life basically altered in a way where you have to do something every day to not die. And let's say actually you don't die in one day, but after one day, if you don't do it, you get shaky and like messed up. After 2 days, you become like, you know, ill, and after like a week, you die. And after any day you take it, you become entirely fine. Also, nope. Yes, if it doesn't harm me, I take the money and the pills. Like, I personally am worrying like, oh man, can I trust myself to like every day take a pill? Like a lot of days, maybe. I'm so forgetful. Exactly right. This is actually a tough one, says Chunky9. See, right, like it's a lot of money. Bear in mind, you can invest that money. That's such a huge head start in life. If you're young, which some decent proportion of you are going to be, that's a huge head start in life, right? And, you know, like, all you got to do, you just got to take a pill. Pills are easy to take. People get addicted all the time without 100 grand. What if I live in Zimbabwe, says Milkshake Man. We'll say they're easily accessible, but I mean, someone could always steal them off you. Someone could see what you're doing and see. Someone could steal your money, honestly. A lot of people are saying they'd need more money to do it. You have to eat 3 times a day to not die, so yes, says Hexatron. Yeah, honestly, eating is kind of like an addiction. Like, honestly, eating is kind of like the nature's addiction, right? Like, eating is fun to do, but if you don't do it for a day, you feel bad. If you don't do it for a week, you start to feel really bad. And if you don't do it for a month, you die. Although some people can probably not eat for longer. I'd love to know the rules about how long you can not eat, because every time I've looked into it, it always gets me like different results. Because the truth is you shouldn't starve yourself, right? That's... Oh wait, life advice of Toy Cat. Don't starve yourself. Someone's gonna one day tell you like starving yourself, basically a good way to lose weight, or like people call it like cleanses, like you feel good at the end. Food is such an addiction, especially right now being in the house for my snacks. Oh, same here. I've spent so much more money on food, like, I guess less because I might be eating out less, but like, I'm spending more money on food because I just buy so many snacks that I then just like eat non-stop. It's a whole thing. You can live for 3 weeks without dying, without doing any exercise or anything. I think it's different based on your like body fat percent. Like if you have very little body fat, then you probably wouldn't be able to live for so long. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, we basically have this like addiction built into all of us. That's kind of crazy. I do it. It's like a vitamin in the morning, says Appy Bush. Yeah, like I mean, like if you take a vitamin in the morning, you know, you pay money for the privilege, and it makes you feel like some tiny percent better. But yeah, one of the things, because like at some point in your life, someone's gonna tell you about their cleanse they went on, and I used to struggle with the concept of cleanses so much. Like, so you're going to destroy yourself for a while to make yourself feel better afterwards. And I think I just about worked it out. Like, after I saw enough people do them, like, oh, the point is kind of like, you put yourself through pain, so when the pain is over, you feel good. It seems dumb, but like, if I pinch myself right now, this hurts quite a bit. I'm going to squeeze harder. And then when you stop, you're like, oh, I can see through it now. The pain that was there, you can actually see there's a little indent in my arm. Wait, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. There's a little indent in my arm when I hurt myself there. There you go, that. Are you getting good sleep if you sleep?
Are you getting good sleep if you sleep 810 hours but during the day and awake during the night? Toy cat shitty chat toy cat kitty cat.
Humans have like long developed like circadian rhythms, so you need a certain amount of like blue light in your life to feel rested, I believe. Again, I don't understand. Sleep is one of those subjects where we don't really understand, which is just like, please sleep as much as you can. But yeah, like, it sounds so dumb, but like, life is full. Like, you know, we were talking about this a while ago, but like, your brain always has to have some task that it's working on, some big thing. This is why, like, when you're in school, like, the fact that your friend, you know, spoke bad about you behind your back seems like a big deal. Like, dumb things seem really important because something always seems important to your brain. If it's not, you know, your crisis with your friends, there's always something crisis happening in life, for most brains at least. Or at least there's something that's important to you that you think about a lot, more than you probably should. And when you put yourself through some amount of pain, even if it's like really minor, like do that for yourself right now, pinch yourself, then you realize like, oh yeah, now that that's gone, being okay, you know, like where I was before was pretty good. It's, I think gratitude is a good way to describe it. Like, one of the simplest tips to increase your happiness in the world is just be grateful for things you have. And it's such a dumb thing to say because, like, oh yeah, it's so easy to say be grateful when, you know, like, when it comes from someone that you might think is someone you don't. Do I have something you think that you don't, chat? I don't know if I do. But, like, you know, let's if you think about it, like, from you perspective, like, if you value the things in your life that are good more than you do right now, you'll be happier than if you take them as being a guaranteed thing. Because nothing in your life is a guaranteed thing. The fact that even the world works in any... You know, we've seen in this last month, like, so many things have shut down that we never assumed. Like, countries are shutting their borders and, you know, fast food places are closing. Like, I can't go... Like, a lot of things that we took for granted don't exist anymore. And might not exist for a while. Might not exist again. And it makes you remember, like, oh yeah, every single thing that happens in the world that's not directly related to you is kind of a blessing in its own way. Also... No offense, but you seem like this kind of person who'd be called Hunter, says King Balgan. That hurts, friend. That hurts. That is the worst thing you can say about someone else. Also, the human body is like Bedrock. We think we know how it works until it doesn't do that. That is legitimately me. You know what, like, I always think like, oh, I get Bedrock now. I'm like an expert in Bedrock, and it's like, what just happened with what just happened there? Okay, I don't understand Bedrock at all. Temporarily starving yourself to lose weight is counterintuitive because your body goes in survival mode and holds onto body fat. I'm a dietetic student. Hi. Yeah, like, first of all, I've heard that too, but I've also heard, I've heard that, like, starving yourself for very short amounts of time is good. Like, it's a really big diet fad is, it's like intermittent fasting, I want to say. But I think it's not successful because you're fasting. It's successful because you eat less. If you can't eat for 12 hours in the day or 16 hours in the day. Which cat variation is your favorite? I really love Turkish van. It might be Dutch vans, but like I love Turkish vans because they can swim, and I like English short hairs because they look so adorable. Like your eyes melt. Fasting is good for your health. I don't know if that's true. Our ancestors didn't go like, you know what, I see some food there, but I did eat just a couple of hours ago, and you know, I'd hate to get bloated. You know, actually, I wonder, like, you know how like you feel like awful after you eat certain types of food? Did we ever used to get like that when we were living in caves? I do wonder. I do wonder. Hey Toycat, do you still remember Hightail says pointless? Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, I missed you earlier, 2 euros, Mr. Pointless Man. Thank you so much for not being rude about it, though. A lot of people were like, I gave you 99 cents, and you didn't answer my question about why, you know, whether you think the ice block is gay or not, Toycat. I can't believe you. You are cancelled. Like, some people get, like, super bitter very quickly. But, I think people should chill and eat whatever they want as long as they're healthy. The trick is, like, there's too much good food in the world compared to how much we can actually eat. But yeah, Hightail, I want to answer it. So, Hightail is still going to come out at some point. It's still going to be interesting. I think it's taken enough time now that Minecraft has gathered enough goodwill that, like, Hightail will be very popular with a certain segment of Minecraft Java players. But because it's PC only, it's only ever going to pick up a very small percentage of Minecraft, like, players. And it'll be like a fad for a month. Like, a lot of YouTubers will be like, I'm playing Hightail now. Then a month later be like, I have given up on that one. Do you prefer your chicken nuggets with or without bones? So I know this is a rhetorical question, but like you can, a lot of places sell boneless wings and people go like, that's so stupid. The wing without the bone defeats the point entirely. But it's like, oh my God, imagine if like all of your food was edible. I hate people who are like, oh, food tastes so much better when it's partially not edible. No, it doesn't taste better. It tastes the best when it tastes actually good. Also, eat whatever they want as long as they're healthy is an oxymoron. I've been thinking about ice cream in my freezer for most of this stream. I ate ice cream just before the stream. I'm going to be entirely real with you. I totally did that. Do you actually have a cat, says Otis DeVille? I used to have a cat. You can see in the background most of my like older 2 cat videos. Like her tail like shows up every now and then. It's super cute, I'm telling you. If I went to the store and buy a toy cat, would it improve my health? Yes, sir. Is the ice block gay, says Impulson. Okay, Impulson, I'll finally go through your question. Is the ice block gay? The ice block is an ice block. It doesn't actually have a relationship with other ice blocks. Therefore, the ice block is probably not gay, but it's probably not straight either. Can something be straight if it can't be gay? That's another question for another live stream. Sorry, give me my 99 cents, friends. Also, my GF ordered McDonald's and got a bone in one of our nuggets. Does anything in McDonald's come with bones? Like, is there a single... How does that even happen, you know? Wait, mini rant here. Fish bones are also the worst. Like, chicken bones, pretty bad. Fish bones are like... I see... One of the biggest arguments I actually have, like... Again, I like to argue as a not really bothered about... I like to argue from the I like taste more than I care about animal life's perspective from veganism. But, like, imagine if we could have fish... that was like, like so many fishes come with bones. Those are the easiest ones to like veganize, make a pretend version of, and make it better, right? Do you think the ice block is trans? You would have to ask the ice block for that one, friend. Heresy, the ice block hasn't melted. If the ice block melts, then it's gay. That is our new tester right here. This ice block here melted. I don't know why. Don't know how. I just know that it did. Also, do you believe in climate change? Here's the thing. My opinion is I believe in climate change. I think the world is changing temperature, and I think it is almost undoubtable that humans are responsible for it. But I also do think it's not I come from a perspective of I question everything all the time. And I think when you tell people they can't question something, even though, the easiest way to, when people question climate change, just say, here's why you're wrong, easy. People say you shouldn't be allowed to question it. You should just accept what the people say. It's like, there shouldn't be anything in the world that that's true for. Even hey, Tropicana, this berry boost, wait, actually let's think of something better. Is the Earth spherical? I know the Earth is spherical, you know the Earth is spherical. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't be allowed to. Even if you cause a certain amount of harm, and it sucks. Like anti-vaxxers, I hate that there are people who are leading to so many deaths indirectly because they won't vaccinate their children. But I think you should be allowed to question always. Because if you remove the ability to question, the harm is much greater than if you don't. If you take the current crisis in the world, there's a big medical crisis. It's named after a beer, I think. Sounds familiar, anyone? No, you probably haven't heard of this whole corona thing. But the whole reason this started is because a Chinese doctor who was asking questions was told, no, you do not ask questions. You do not question this. This is a bad case of the flu, friend. I don't know what they actually said. I'm paraphrasing. Is the ice block gay? I need to know, Toy Cat. It's not gay, Ian Paulson. I don't think it's gay. I'm sorry. But I think even when you cause harm by doing so, it's less than the harm of not asking questions. Okay, by the way, chat, here's something fun to watch. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. But, I personally am of the opinion that if you can't question things, that's, we are about to end up in a situation where millions of... It's like tens of thousands right now. But by the time it's over, it'll probably be hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of lives will be lost because someone wasn't allowed to question what this new virus was, because if there was a new virus, it would make the Hubei, I don't know how to actually say it, but the province in China look bad, which would make China look bad. No one was interested in that, so they all suppressed this voice. And he was asking questions that 99% of the time would have led to a no, but because it didn't lead to a no, now, halfway across the world, everyone's stuck inside. People are losing their incomes, Jess Slimmer is cutting back on her super chats. And this is all because of all of you, friends. So can I have a relationship with the ice block? Asking for a friend. You actually can have a relationship with the ice block if you really want to. But yeah, I think about it a lot, and I think even I personally am of the belief that yes, of course climate change is real, but my also belief is that if you want to believe it's not, even though I disagree strongly with you, I'm not one of those people who's anyone who disagrees with me should be shot in the back of the head. It's well, that's a counterproductive way of dealing with over 100k have died. I don't think that's true. Let me check the stats. Worldometer. 30,000 people, 42,000 people at current estimates have died. 12,000 from Italy. 3,000 in China. Where are most of these deaths happening, actually? Spain, USA, France, China, Iran, UK. Oh, we're like 6 on deaths. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so, fun times with Toy Cat. What's the orange thing in your background, says Victor Chan. What is the orange thing, you say? You made it go away. This is how it works. You say, when you recognize it, it stops existing. You should go to bed so it's fresh keyboard. It is getting quite late. But you know, for some reason, my like kind of rough goal of these streams is like 2 hours. So I always try to like make it to 2 hours because there's so much I've got to do anyway. Like, let's get it done here rather than off stream. Again, I've got a dangerous Minecraft addiction, so we'll try not to do it. Is the ice block a communist? I think the ice block is probably a communist. I don't want to believe that, but I am hearing reports from my guy in today. It's okay, I'm going to the store. Do you want anything? One of my favorite bits of like human culture. Like I noticed this when I last went to the hairdresser. Like someone was like, I'm going to Tesco, do you want anything? She's like, oh my god, I've got to stop cutting your hair right now. I want something from Tesco. Like, it's one of the like smallest little gestures that we can do, but like, I am going somewhere, would you like something? Like, oh. Type pineapple in chat if you still see me. Because apparently my internet just disconnected. Just type pineapple, because I like pineapples. They're a pretty great fruit. Like, people like to say that the pineapple fruit is, you know, like, it's too acidic. It makes you... Hey, we got lots of pineapples in chat. But the pineapple's great. The pineapple is a wonderful fruit. It's spiky on the outside, but it's tasty on the inside. Just like I feel like a good human should be. You've got to be spiky to resist the outsiders. But you gotta have some warmth in you. You've got to have some amount of love and compassion. Iceblock says, I'm only gay for you. Thank you so much, Iceblock. It means a lot. Also, do you have an anatidophobia, says King Balgan. I'm going to Google that. I'm going to regret this in about 5 seconds, so... Anatidophobia is the fear of the fact that at some point, somewhere in the world, a duck or a goose may be watching the person who is suffering from the phobia. The person is not necessarily afraid the duck or goose will attack them or even touch them. That is not real. That is not real. But, yeah, of course I'm afraid. We should all be. Thoughts on the new Pokemon dicks? Oh, DLCs. I think Pokemon having DLC is a really fascinating concept. Pineapple tastes good but hurts bad like salt and vinegar crisps. Oh yeah, when you've got like a cut, like salt and vinegar is like worse than... you know on Cooking with Toy Cat, we did it like last Friday. I put my hand in pickle juice and because I've got cuts all over my hands. Wait, actually, internet, how many of you have these cuts? Like I've always wondered how common these are. Like my hands are perpetually cut on the fingertips. Like, they're never not cut. They always have cuts along them like this. Do you like my hands, internet? If you bend out like that, they're slightly feminine. If you go like that, they're manly. But I've got like these little cuts on my fingers. Why are they just always there? I have them from biting. I used to bite them a lot when I was in school, but I don't remember the last time I bit them. But yeah, all of my fingers are non-functional. I just don't get it. Orange square, please. You know what? Moo. I don't agree with you on a lot of things, but on that we can. Hangnails. Is that what a hangnail is, Tiffany Spencer? Today I learned. Mine have been like that for years. Yeah, right, mine too. Like, literally since I was like 13 or 14. They've just always been this way. Nice feminine hands to get Sabrina Marie. Thank you so much. I try my best. Honestly, like, women hands are better than male hands, right? Like, if you look at my actual hands, like, on the insides, because I climb a lot, my hands are so gross. Like, do you want to look at my hands? You know, this is... Toy Cat looks at his hands on a live stream. You can see where, like, one of these, it's been, like, beaten down a whole bunch. So the skin's, like, grown over it in weird ways. It's kind of ugly, in my opinion. But, hey, Toy Cat, is this the 9th circle of hell? Because it's supposed to be cold as heck. It isn't it? You got palaces. I've heard it called that as well. Yeah, it's,
Upvote for socialism.
I used to just, like, get giant holes in my hands, but now, like... It's happened so many times it's not. Also, upvote for socialism. Socialism kills the cat, James Crabtree. We all know it happens. And you know what? You've done it to me. You've broken my heart. You've done the one thing we all swore not to do since the last time this happened. But no, we're about to go now, internet. Thank you to the bunch of you that became members today. I appreciate that a lot. I'm drinking this drink and it's so strongly potato flavored. It literally tastes like it's got a slight essence of berries in there. I don't know like how much of this I poured in there. But the fact that the bottle went down so much is probably a concern. Are you doing the ceiling, says Chantal Lee? That's a good question, isn't it? Should we do the ceiling? Something I want to do. Wait, actually, let's do it right now, actually. Let's do this right here, right now. Let's place an ice stream right next to this lava pool. Oh, wait, it'll get melted. Okay, you know what, chat? This might kill me. But I'm going to take that risk because I think it'll be beautiful if it works. I'll vote for an monarchism, says King Balgan. Hey, thanks so much. I actually got a comment from a YouTuber I watch on that. His name is Dreg, if you happen to know him too. But I thought that was a pretty cool back. So I'm gonna stack up here real fast. We're gonna see how much of this gets melted on the way up. Probably quite a lot of it. Okay, so now we remove the block. Then we break this one upwards. Then we put that back there. And then place a block there. And now we kind of stack ourselves here. Do you see that zombie penguin just disappeared right there? Place there. Break down. Oh god, oh god! Scary times. Replace the gap. And look at that. I've made myself an ice pool. And then we can do the same from like down here, I would gonna guess. So like jump up. I can reach it if I believe. That's what I've got to do. I've just got to believe hard enough and we'll reach it. No risk, no reward. It was basically worth doing if you think about it. So we're just going to have like a little ice fall. I want to do this for all of my little ice things. Or lava things, rather. I've got a lot of lava falls around here.
BTW can't wait for your next 4 boss run stream.
Hey, thank you so much, James Crabtree. I'm going to be probably speedrunning regular Minecraft while we do another boss run. Because I want to like master that a little bit more. But yeah, I definitely intend to like go back at it. Try another Minecraft speedrun. It'll be a lot of fun. I figured a lot of people would be like kind of worn off at it by now, but I'm glad that you do want to see it because that is the sort of thing that makes me go, you know what, maybe people aren't bored of it. Because my perception of what people like and don't like, I guess, is very different to what people do and don't. Also, do you have an OnlyFans? I do have an OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/no, don't actually check that out. I don't really have one. I just have this YouTube channel where you can send me $1 and I'll send you what is basically my nudes, but like a 25-year-old dude who doesn't have a amazingly impressive. Actually not. I have the best body. Look how great my chest is. Yeah, this is an ideal chest. You might not know it, but it's great. Show your hands again, says Coke Core. For you, Coke Core, I will show my hands. You know what? I've become an internet sales. I guess internet whore is the word I'm looking for. This is a bad time. I'm a camboy. That's what I am. You know, that's what I've become today. I didn't like it. Thank you to everyone who didn't make me politely ask for that. Thank you for socialism killing the cat, James Crabtree, and thank you all for coming along and watching this. In the next stream, because I'm going to continue this. I think like I want to make a few more pillars. And I definitely want to finish some of these islands, but we're making like real progress every stream, and that's kind of nice. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great live stream evening, because it's 1 AM on the 1st of April. Oh no, I won't be streaming tomorrow because it's the 1st of April. People will just be like, ha, April Fools. And we're like, nah, it's just April 1st. But yeah, I'll see you on April the 2nd, unless I forget, in which case, see you tomorrow. That's a good sales pitch. Unless I forget. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow maybe, or maybe I won't. Or maybe I'll never see you again. We'll know tomorrow. That rhymes. You know what else rhymes? Words. They rhyme with other words. Goodbye. I'm gonna stay here for another 18 seconds or so. So this is the post stream. This is where the stream's over, but also it's not actually over yet. You just get to stare and you look at me while I say, this was a thing we did. I had a fun time today. For realsies. Thank you for showing up. I'm gonna probably take a good nap now. This was way too strong. We'll chill for next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye. No.